So Napoli continue to dominate over in Serie A as they win again to remain 100%. Who's going to catch them at the top of the table? Take a look at that and more next. Today we look forward to match day number 8 over in Serie A, and we'll get to it in just one second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and keep your bang out today with all things Serie A related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to know here, boys. Under Waruski, that's right, of course. Napoli, tip of the top of the table, of course. A couple of points clear over AC Milan, of course, the champions. Inter are in third. We'll have a look at all the table in just a minute. A big shout out to my VIPs. I'm talking about Mbappe, Tree, Ons. Big shout out to you guys for your love for the channel. If you want to help me out, check out the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's jump right in the thick of things to take a look back at the games that did take place last time out. Here we go. Fiorentina against Napoli, 2-1 win, 7-7. Napoli look good right now. Roma, 2-0 win over Empoli, of course, to get back to winning ways, up to fourth now, Mourinho's boys. Meanwhile, AC Milan 3-2 win over Atalanta. Goodness gracious me, good win for them. Atalanta are struggling, 8th at the moment. Cagliari, 1-1 draw against Venezia. Drop points there maybe for Cagliari. Bologna against Lazio. Look at that. 3-0 battering for Bologna over Lazio, who of course down to 6 now. Torino only narrowly lost against Juventus, 1-0 win, who they move up to 7th right now. AS Roma with a big 4-0 win over Spezia. Sampdoria and Udinese picked up a 3-3 draw. Where are my Sampdoria boys? They are struggling a little bit. South Sudan did lose to Internazionale, 2-1 win for them, and Salernitana get the first win. They move the chains, and they're up to 18th now in the table. Of course, as you can see, I got myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 out of 10. We'll have a look at what that puts me in the table, but this is the table in the real world. Napoli lead the charge, of course, 7 out of 7. AC Milan are, of course, second up there, yet to taste defeat, as have Internazionale yet to taste defeat. Roma, though, they are in 4th right now, 15 points on the board so far. Kicking on forward down the bottom of the table, Cagliari, Spezia and Salernitana will be going down if the season was to end today, but it won't. It will keep on going. This is the table. 5 would get me nowhere. Around about mid-table, 11th. Tom Staines up there with 8, though. Well done to you, sir. Kicking ass and taking names. Let's take a look at the overall grand scheme of things. Here it is. Hans Worst and JSBC FC are great with 42 points on the board at the moment. Deepak the Great, Iman Hussein breathing down the necks. There's the champion, or probably one of the champions. Anyway, serial predictor is Russell Foster into the top 5 with Winky and Tom Stainer. Big move for him, of course, as he chases the top honours at the moment. Let's take a look at the next round of matches then, shall we? Cut the force. Serie A gets involved. It is free to enter. Let's go, boys, because you could be the predictor of the month for October. Let's get into it then, shall we? Kicking off with AC Milan up against Verona, taking place on Saturday, October the 16th. Of course, after the international break, played each other 21 times since 1996. 10 wins for AC Milan, 4 wins for Verona, 7 draws. Biggest win for AC, 4-1 win. The biggest win there is a 3-0 win. Coming into this, AC Milan just won defeat the past 5. Meanwhile, unbeaten the last 4. That's how Verona picked up 2 wins and 2 draws. Of course, Milan's form 58% form compared to Verona's 50. That's the picture that in Milan was a 2-2 draw back in November 2020. In fact, Verona haven't beaten AC since 2017 in Verona. In Serie A, of course. Milan did beat Atalanta last round. Verona picked up a win against Spezia. Odds on this one, 29 on is your AC Milan. They are second in the table, 54 is your draw, 5-1 is your long shots. That's Hellas Verona. I'm going to go with the win for the hosts on this one. And of course, maybe even go top of the pops. They could potentially go top of the pops. Kicking on forward, it'll be Cagliari taking on Sampdoria, taking place on Sunday, October the 17th. Played each other 54 times since 1993. 18 wins for Cagliari, 17 wins for Sampdoria, and 19 draws. It's been very tight, of course, over the form. Anyway, heading into this one, Cagliari's biggest win over Sampdoria, 5-0 win. The biggest win there, also a 5-0 win. Sampdoria coming to this just 1 win in 6, 42% form compared to Cagliari's 17% form without a win in 6. Last time played in Cagliari was a 2-0 win for Cagliari back in November 2020. The away side hasn't won this game in a long time. We're going all the way back to 2012 when Cagliari beat Sampdoria in Serie A. Of course, Cagliari did draw with Venezia last round. Sampdoria picked up a draw against Udinese. Odds on this one, 92 Cagliari, 75 is your Sampdoria, 23-10 is your draw. It is tight, airtight. Better go with the Sampdoria on this one. Go with my heart, not my head on that one. Next up, we have Genoa up against South Sudan. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Play each other 16 times in 2014, 5 wins for Genoa, 8 for South Sudan, and 3 draws. Biggest win for Genoa, 2-0 win. Biggest win the other way was a 5-0 win. Coming into this, Genoa just 1 win in 6. Meanwhile, just also 1 win in 6 for South Sudan. Genoa's form is slightly better, 33% form compared to South Sudan's 25%. 5 coming into this one. Last time played over in Genoa was a 2-1 win for Sassuolo. They actually won 1, 2, 3 in the bounce against Genoa without defeat. Of course, Sassuolo did lose to Internazionale last round. Meanwhile, Genoa also lost to Salernitana last round. Look at the odds on this one taking place on, of course, Sunday, October 17th, 11 4. Genoa 2019 on is your Sassuolo. They are the favourites. 5-2 is your draw. I'm going with the draw myself on this one. 1-1 right down the middle. Next, of course, Empoli taking on Atalanta over in Empoli. These two sides played each other 20 times since 1997. 5 wins at Empoli, 6 at Atalanta, and 9 draws. Biggest win for Empoli, 3-0 win. The biggest win out of the way was a 4-1 win. Coming into this, Empoli, okay form at the moment, 50% form, winning 3, losing 3 at the last 6 games. Just one defeat about 6 games at Atalanta, 67% form. Last time played in Empoli was in Serie A back in November 2018. It was a 3-2 win for Empoli. In fact, what are we looking at here? Yeah, Empoli coming to the back of that win, loss against Roma. Meanwhile, Atalanta also coming to the back of that loss over AC Milan. Look at the odds. Empoli 17-4 for the Richie 3 on is your Atalanta, and 3-1 is your draw. Atalanta should win this one. I've gone with a 2-0 win to take the 3 points and again get them pushing for European spots once again. Venezia will take up Fiorentina this coming Monday, October the 18th. That's right, played the 9 times since 1998, 4 wins apiece and 1 draw. Biggest win for Venezia, 4-1 win. The biggest win is a 3-0 win. Venezia coming to this just 1 win in the past 6 games. Meanwhile, just 1 win in 3 for Fiorentina, 67% form at the moment as they have a bit of a blip. Last time they played each other in Venezia was a 2-0 win for Fiorentina in Serie B back in May 2004. It's been a while, folks. And Venezia did draw with Cagliari last round. Fiorentina did lose to Napoli, the of course 100% winners at the moment. Look at the odds. Venezia 30-5 for the victory, 35 is your draw, 2019 on is your Fiorentina. They should win this one, but I've gone with the hosts. 2-1 wins to have a bit of a surprise in the league this coming week. Of course, Juventus will take on, who they take it on? They're going to be taking on Roma, of course. It's Mourinho taking on, of course, Juve. These two sides, of course, played each other 62 times in my eyes. Of course, 30 wins for Juventus, 15 wins for Roma, 17 draws. Biggest win for Juventus, 4-0 win. The biggest win there was a 4-0 win as well. Juventus actually good form right now, 92% form, winning 5 of the past 6. Meanwhile, Roma just won the past 4 games for them. Of course, coming into this last time, in Juventus was a 2-0 win for Juventus. That was back in February 2020. Roma did pick up a win against Juventus not too long ago, back in August 2020. Juventus did beat Torino last round. They've got back-to-back clean sheets as well. Roma picked up a win against Empoli, also back-to-back clean sheets as well. Smells like a draw already. Look at the odds on this one. Juventus coming at you 5-4 on for the 65 is your away win, 40-5 is your draw. I've gone with a draw on this one, 2-2 in the end. I think Roma will be the happier at the two sides. Next, of course, Lazio. They're going to be taking on Internazionale. Another banging match. This one. This takes place on Saturday, October 16th. Now, these two sides played each other according to my house 63 times in the past. 21 wins to Lazio, 21 wins to Internazionale, and 21 draws. It's that tight, of course. And the biggest win for Lazio, 3-0 win. The biggest win also for Internazionale was a 3-0 win. Lazio coming to 50% form, just 1 defeat the past 6 games. Meanwhile, 1 defeat the past 5 games. Internazionale coming to just 1 win and the past 1 defeat the past 6 games. 67% form on this. Of course, last time played in Lazio at the Stadio Olimpico. It was a 1-1 draw back in October 2010. That was in Serie A, of course. Of course, Lazio did lose to Bologna last time around. Meanwhile, Internazionale picked up one against South Sudan. Odds on this one, 25 is your Lazio, 23-10 is your, 23-20 is your away win. I think Internazionale are your favourites. I think I'm going to give it to them as well. 2-1 win over Sarri-Ball. That's right. Next up, of course, what do we have? We have Spezia taking on Salernitana. Of course, must-win game for both of these two sides. Taking place on October the 16th. Now, they play each other 15 times since 2005. 5 wins for Spezia, 4 wins for Salernitana, and 2 draws. Just 1 win in 6 for Spezia, and 1 win in 6 also for Salernitana. Both coming to this in pretty shitty form. 17% form for Spezia, 25% form for Salernitana. Last time they played each other in Spezia was a 2-1 win for Spezia in Serie B back in December 2019. Spezia picked up a loss against Verona last round. Salernitana picked up a win against Genoa last round. Of course, look at the odds on this one. What do we have on this one? Even Stevens, Spezia 35 is your away win, 12-5 is your draw. Spezia are the favourites. I'm going to give it to them as well with a 1-0 win on the dub. Next up, of course, what do we have? Napoli against Torino, of course, the leaders. Can they make it 8 out of 8? Of course, these two sides played each other 35 times since 1993. 14 wins for Napoli, 5 wins for Torino, 13 draws. Of course, the biggest win for Napoli was a 5-0 win. The biggest win was a 1-0 win. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games for Napoli in all competitions. Meanwhile, Torino competitions just 1 defeat the past 5 for them. 50% form for them at the moment. Last time they played each other in Napoli was a 1-1 draw back in December 2020. Napoli picked up a win against Fiorentina last round. Torino narrowly lost against Juventus last round. Of course, Lazio, not Lazio, what am I saying? Napoli will be red hot favourites 3-1 on for the victory. 52 is your Torino, and 17-4 is your draw. Of course, Napoli will win this one, 3-0 win, and will remain top of the table with, of course, 8 out of 8. And then finally, it'll be Udinese. They'll be taking on Bologna, of course, coming at you this coming Sunday, October the 17th. Played each other 45 times in 1996, 21 wins for Udinese, 12 wins for Bologna, and 12 draws. Big win for Udinese, 4-0 win. The big win away was also a 4-0 win. Udinese got a bit for a rough patch right now without a win in 4. In fact, lost 3 of the past 4 at the moment. Bologna coming to this better form at the moment. Just what are we looking at? 1 win and 4 as well, though. But slightly better form in the grand scheme of things over Udinese. Last time played in Udinese, it was a 1-1 draw. In fact, the last 3 matches have ended up as a draw, both home and away. Udinese picked up a draw against Sampdoria last round. Bologna picked up a big old win against Lazio last round. Look at the odds on this one. What are we looking at this one? Udinese coming at you 20 for the 18.95 is your away with Bologna, and 12 to 5 is draw. Tight, airtight. Going to go with a 1-1 draw myself on this one. The form says it, the bookies say it, I say it. It's going to be a draw. That's my picks, boys, of course, for this coming match day. Be sure to get your picks in as well using the code CUTLY/Serie A. That's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. And if you're new, smash your subscribe. Check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. If you want to support the channel in and away, that's the best place to do it. Also check out the link for the Discord. It's wide open. Until then, I'll see you soon. Until then, we're done.